Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and today we have this pattern that right out the gate, I really want to change it. I want to change it a lot. One of the things that kind of struck me about this was well, why does one side stay over the other? Why doesn't it, do that thing where it's sort of twisty or whatever? And I was like, yeah, I definitely want to mess with that. Um, so, okay, I'm copying this. I'm going to paste it over here. And then I took account of how many strings it had. And I was just like, that's, why, why is it so many strings? Hang on, let me go back over here. I'll show you. Right. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 to get to the middle. So 18. But there's just so much white on the side. Like, that doesn't seem necessary, right? We can actually cut this down. We can do it in 16 strings. If we do it in 16, we get to have a Kumi Loop, which looks awesome. Mind you, yeah, we have figured out some pretty cool ways of doing the the Kumi with 18 strands, but whatever. It just seemed kind of unnecessary, and I was like, cool, I can change that. So well, I'm not going to use the white. I can use the pinkish thing. And I'm not using the black. So I need some other colors. Let's find a suitable gray to substitute for the black. This is just in case we end up like copying and moving things around. Um, I've been known to do that. All right, so let's start with this middle area. Oh, wait, the floating section is still floating. What am I doing here? That's got to go to a new layer. And that way, if we wanted to, we can kind of move it around and do what we'd like with it. Let's go back to the paint tool. And whoa, stuck on the fill hole selection. This is stuff I've taught about. Like, you don't leave it like that. I don't know how. Shame on me. Okay, so this is that little part of the diamond. And then it goes to there, right? Yeah, and then this one kind of goes this way. So yeah, that's the little part there. And then this side comes up like 3 and then comes back to the middle. This is like very confusing at this point here. Hang on. And that goes there. That goes all the way to the center one and then comes back around this way. Oh, there's yeah, I was like, it didn't look like it was going to match up right. There it is. That's pretty easy. And we can use the pink. The pink was, there was nothing wrong with that. Yeah, we're going to probably have this one done up super fast because I can see some tricky ways of doing this. So, oops. All right. So I'm just kind of figuring out where the strings kind of go here. There's not an awful lot of them. So that's going to make this like super, super, super easy. Um, is the camera shaking? I'm sorry. I just realized like my leg was just going like 80 miles an hour here. I'm all like hyped up and excited about doing patterns. And I realized with my arms on the table, and the table attaches to the monitor, and the monitor's got the camera, that like I might be sending you guys into some kind of a seasickness or something here. That's horrible. I'm sorry. I don't mean to do that. Oops. Um, yeah, this is kind of easy. I don't know if you're like kind of following along with what I'm doing. I'm just kind of tracing like how the strings would travel. This obviously kind of bounces out and goes like this away. And obviously if we're kind of matching this thing, this one kind of comes around this way. This is, yeah, this, whoop, got that outer part of the box there. Didn't mean to. Okay. Look at that. That's our beginning. So check this out. Let's make it easy on ourselves, right? If we grab this little area right here and we Control C, Control V, and we flip it with the flip tool, we're going vertically. We can move this down. And check it out. This would be the way that this thing looks, right? Where this side is going over the top. However, watch this. If we could take the tool again and we flip horizontally, we can put it the way that I wanted to do it, where it looks sort of cool. Let me line that up. Oops, too far. Right? And now it does the thing where this side goes over and then this side goes under. I like it. So now check this out. This is exactly why we don't paint with the black. I am going to use the select by color tool and I'm going to select our gray and see how it just got the gray. It didn't get the outside boxes out here. That is important because I can now, because that is selected, I can copy and paste that, come over here to the move tool, and look at that. I have an exact copy of the whole thing. So it looks like this line just continues on straight on this one, right? So that, oh, look where it ends us. That's so awesome. Okay, I did not expect that. So now the trick is lining this up. Wow. Actually, I think it was already perfect. How about that? Well, there we go. And I can just anchor it. Look at that. We've already got our whole second piece in there. Wow. That's really cool. And wait, because we just copied that, we can paste it again. I was going to say we can just flip the whole other thing, but why not just fill this in, seeing as how we already have it. There, bam, the bottom side's done. And it's already all got the whole lineups and everything. So now, if you hadn't guessed where this is going, this is so cool. I'm like, legs going crazy. You gotta stop that. All right. We select the pink and we copy and paste that. And then obviously I have to change tools, right? I have to change back to the moving tool because otherwise I'd be just selecting the color again. But I can bring this up here. And then it's just a matter of kind of zooming in and look at that, like right in the spot, right? That's awesome. Let's come down here and hit the paste again, which is Control V. I did not know going into this that this pattern was going to fit in here as perfectly as it does. That makes me super, super happy. Look at that. That's awesome. So now what I would do is I would take a look at where these strings go, and I would say this just goes underneath. Let this be our background color. This just goes underneath there. The pink of this is just going to go underneath here, and this dark would go underneath there, right? So that gives us a really nice, cool start to it. It just goes into these. Easy peasy. We'll correct it on the other side. And we're doing this before the next step because the next step is all the remaining string gets whatever color it would be. Um, Again, I don't do white because of the whole copying and stuff in case somebody wants to change that or whatever. So I'm just going to go with this kind of little whitish pink. How's that? So we're going to go again to the select by color tool. We're going to take our blue. We're going to take our paint bucket and we're going to go back to that fill hole selection thing again. And bam. And then I'm going to take it off there because I will forget about it. I know me. And then we can hide that because we don't need the example any longer. And just like that, we have changed the pattern. We've given it this cool over under Celtic sort of look. Oh, wait, we are missing something else. We need this gray to come out to here and come back to there. Right? I almost missed that, guys. I knew that it was, you know, the not going to be a problem, but we got to color that in. So yeah, that's how that travels. Look at that. That is so awesome. So there's our pattern. And I would say that was in pretty record time, you know? And it's so different from the original and yet so close. Like in the original, like I said, it only leans to one side. This has that other look. The original is wider. Again, I didn't see a reason for that, so I didn't do it. So there you have it, guys. Thank you to my Patreon supporters who make this possible. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you very, very much. Um, and yeah, thank you for hanging out with me. This has been a fun one. I'm looking forward to making this. Like, seriously, this is going to be a lot of fun. I don't know what colors. I haven't figured out the colors yet. But we'll do that. I think I have that hot pink too. So maybe, yeah, maybe. All right, guys. As always, don't get your strings in a bunch.